Hello everyone, my name is Kaseem. Welcome to the $1 Million Challenge. So in today's video, we are going to talk about how to list a car on Turo. I just recently listed one of my cars on Turo, and I'm so excited about the journey. I feel like the Turo business is actually a pretty good business based on my short experience so far. So hopefully I keep having good experience with it and it helps me get to that $1 million goal a little bit sooner. And I thank you for coming along on the journey. So if you're new to the channel, the goal of the channel is to get to $1 million. To get to the first million, I challenge myself to get to the first million. That's the goal of the channel. So if you want to follow along with the journey and you want to see what it's like for someone like you to trying to get to $1 million, then subscribe to the channel. So some few things that I want to get to before I walk through some of the topics that we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about, your car, we're going to talk about the car that you want to list. We're going to talk about your goals. We're going to talk about how to do your car availability, car details, car photos, and safety and all that stuff. And I'm also going to go to my listing and show you guys how it looks, the kind of options that is available. We're just going to dive into a lot of those in today's video. So let's get right into it. We have a few things that we're going to talk about, and let me jump right into it right now. First thing first, we are going to look at this list of item here. The first list is your car. Now, in order for you to do this, you have to research the kind of car that are profitable on Turo. But in general, I think it's better to just keep an eye on just the economical car, the cars that, your Toyota, your Ford, your Nissan, the cars that most people will rent, and it saves them money on gas and is not so expensive. It's easy for people to operate them. Most people have Toyota, Ford, Nissan. So when they travel out and they want to rent a car, they're most likely going to rent something that they're familiar with. I mean, once in a while, people will rent something more luxurious if they need like a luxurious event that they're going to something like an event and is high class luxurious event and they want to rent cars or music video or whatnot. But this is not the case with what we're trying to do here. What we are trying to do is we're trying to find a way to create another stream of income. And the smartest thing to do with that is to buy economical car. You need to buy a car that it will be cheap for you to buy in extremely good condition. So when people check it out, they're like, oh man, this car looks good. Like I want to rent it, So here are some of the things that you have to consider, and some of the topics are here. Your car, you need to consider the type of car you want to list. I recommend economical cars that are not so expensive to fix, just economical car to start. And then your goals, they would ask you for your goals. So once you go and you're trying to list your car, they will ask you for your goals and aspiration, what you're trying to get up to, everything like that. You just type it in, a little get to know, I guess. And then you have to pull your car availability. Now, obviously, that depends on your schedule. If you work during the daytime, if you work at night, and all these things that depend on your schedule. Car details. So obviously, you're going to put your VIN, registration, and all these things. And then photo. I'll show you my listing in a little bit. You gotta put nice pictures, be able to take nice pictures of different angles of your car. So that is very important. And obviously they're gonna talk to you about safety and all these things. So basically, after you put your car information, obviously they're gonna ask for VIN, the type of car that you drive in this segment. Then the next thing you're gonna get is your goals. So you're gonna tell them what you're trying to accomplish with you putting your car on Turo. Here are some of mine. Here are some of the things that I'm trying to accomplish that I put on my Turo. So the other settings, obviously I'm giving you guys in sections here. The other settings that that you have to put in on the application process to list your car on Turo is your car availability. How often do you want the car to be available? How much notice do you want to get? And what they do is they give you recommended. It makes it easier to put in the recommend. They recommend that you put 12 hours. People give you 12 hours notice, which I think is a good. That is pretty good. 12 hours is a lot of time to clean the car, do everything. If you are readily available, I would use less, maybe 2 hours. But I would use less. So, but it's 12 hours that I have here. What's the shortest and the longest possible trips you're willing to accept? Me, I said 1 day. I don't mind 1 day trip. It's okay. Still bringing money in my pocket. And the maximum is 1 month that I put here. I would probably pull longer. If you're willing to rent my car for 6 months and you're gonna pay me every day within that 6 months, even easier for me. So I'll probably go back and change this to 6 months, but I'll put 1 month during my application process, just because this is the recommended, what they put as recommended. That's why I just decided to use it like that. So it's easier to just go through this process because that's the recommended thing to do. So here's a section here where you put all the information of your car. You put the license plate, you select all the features that the car has. You basically go through all this list, all the things that they want you to do. And for me, I basically research some of the things that the manufacturer is saying about the car, copy and paste it, because I don't know more than the car than the manufacturer. So that's what I did. So here are the options here. That my car is relatively basic and it's geared towards being economical. Okay, so that I don't really have a lot of features like that on my car, but here are some of the features that we have on the car. Okay, so the next part here is the part where they let you know that you have to make sure you keep the car in good condition, and there is going to be an annual report that you have to do on the car. So that means you have to go to the mechanic, get them to check the car out, certify that the car works, everything's working with the car, and basically the annual inspection is a must. Some states they do annual inspections anyways. So you just upload the annual inspection that you did for that year. You upload it on Turo's website, and some state don't. Some state you have to inspect the car. The state have to inspect your car every 4 years or every 5 years. So it depends on your state. But for me, my state requires every year. So whenever I do the annual inspection anyways, if you own a car in my state, which is North Carolina, if you own a car here, you have to inspect your car every single year. So I already have that information. I just have to upload it. But yeah, they tell you the details of everything that you need on a yearly basis for the inspection. So here are some of the pictures that I put on the car for me to list. Obviously, what I'm showing you guys is my application process. I'm gonna show you what the full listing look like, and we're gonna talk about all that stuff in a short little while. But here the car that I put on it. See, I put a front, very, very powerful a front picture, side picture here. The mid, like the front and the side, you take that nice picture from there, take it from the side, take the back. Remember, what we're selling is we're selling experience. When you're doing Turo, you're selling experience. You want the whole process to be very seamless. You're really selling experience. So with stuff like this, just like if you have Airbnb, you want to take really good pictures of the house, from different angle. You want to showcase why people should rent from you. And the first thing that people are going to look at is obviously if the car is affordable for them to rent. At the same time, they would have this picture right here that just it captures them, and it shows that, hey, you know, this is the car for you. This is a car that you should rent. You're gonna see what it would look like in my listing in a short little while. So they just basically telling you here, this is the safety and quality standard. They're just telling you that, you know, you need to keep the car safe, maintain, keep the car well maintained, gas up, fuel up. You know, we're selling experience here with Turo. Apart from the actual car, the physical product that people are renting from you, is you still have to, the main focus is the experience, because, you know, Turo is relatively new compared to Enterprise and all this other Avis, all these rental car companies. Like, Turo is competing with those guys, and this is a decentralized platform that helps more of the individual owner. So Turo takes a cut out of the income, obviously, but they're telling us here the things that we need to do as the host, how we need to maintain a car. It's a whole long list of things. I just screenshot a small part of it for me to be able to share with you in this this video. But yeah, you have to agree that you're gonna keep the car maintained and all these things. So that is pretty much it with the sign-in process, with the sign-up process when you want to list your car. Okay, this is obviously setting it up on the desktop. It's a pretty simpler way to set it up on the mobile app, and obviously you have all the pictures on your phone, so you can easily upload it. But I wanted to show you guys on the computer. So after you go through all this process here, all right, and you fill out the information, then you click here and you agree, and they basically put your car up for listing. Okay, so rounding things up here, we're getting close to the end. Basically, this is what my listing looks like. This is what it looks like when you want to go on Turo's website to rent a car. And if you ever come into the RDU area, Raleigh, Durham, area, Chapel Hill in North Carolina, the links will be in the description to rent a car from me. You know, I would appreciate it. But yeah, so here is basically the information here. You get to pick the dates, and then a bunch of things will come out, like based on the dates and things that you need. And here's the information about the car. It will show you, the features of the car, and obviously the vehicle guideline, but I refer them straight to the manufacturing book so people can know how to use the car. And luckily the car has been booked so far, and I got a great review from one of my renters, one of my clients. I appreciate you if you're watching this video. Thank you. So the other thing that you also have available to you would be the location, the pickup location that is available. So I put certain areas that is relatively close to me that I can go to and pick up the car from there. That is, it's pretty good. And we have a few things to talk about with this one. So what I want to talk about is that if you are renting the car for less than 6 days, and you want me to, like, for example, if the client wants me, or the customer wants me to deliver the car to Fayetteville, Raleigh Durham Airport, Raleigh Union Station, Durham, Hyatt, if they want me to deliver the car to those places, and they're gonna need the car for less than 6 days, they're gonna have to pay the fees. And here are the delivery fees for those areas. Now, if they're gonna take the car for more than 6 days, they don't have to pay the fees. And the fees is there to basically cover Uber going and coming. Not really making much money on that, just cover Uber going and coming for the most part. And you gotta cover that. You can't be, you're in business now. This is business, and you have to price things based on you making a profit. So what I said about the picture is very important, and here is what I'm talking about. If you take a look here, you look at this listing. It's a very striking picture from afar, if you look at it from the mobile, from the app, it's a very striking picture. You want to take a look at it. If you take a look at the side, very nice side shot picture. You get to see the whole car. You're like, okay, this car looks like it's in a good condition. Let me move me out of the way. Got a nice side view picture of the car. You gotta hit the back. You have to hit the back on the car too. Got the back shot right there. Got the side view. So 360 around the car. I want to give people the experience as if like they're literally walking around the car. And then when you're done, you're gonna do that for the inside as well. Okay, you're gonna do that for the inside. So take a nice shot of the inside of the car. It's all about pictures, guys. We're selling pictures, so you got to take good pictures of all the angles, all the areas of the car, so people are familiar with it. I really love the fact that I did this. There's a nice zoom up picture of just the dash. As you can see, is in good condition. There's no hazard light. There's no check engine light. The mileage is pretty good, 53,000 miles. Everything is just nice with the car. Okay, that's what you want. You want to show them that they can connect their Bluetooth. They can use the backup camera, GPS on the car. These are other things that they can use. They can use aux cable, USB. They have a bunch of different connections that they can use. And yeah, that is the pictures of the car. So what we're going to talk about now is the pricing and discount. Okay, it's very hard to be able to make money if you're going to be giving discount from now till tomorrow, and at the same time, if you're the cheapest. So what I did was to offer the car at the price that I offered it at. Right now is 39, and I have a max of $100. I have on the auto pricing. So if I put, I want to get this minimum, Turo can offer less, right? And they cover the cost, but I want to get $30 per day. So that's how I have it. Now, this is the part that is a little bit, kind of like sus, and I had to like turn off some of these things. Let me pull it up right here. The discount section. Now, if you rent the car for 3 days plus, right? Or you offer it to your clients for 3 days plus, I think it makes sense. You give them a little discount, a tiny little discount. I give them 2%. Turo recommend 10%. Now, let's take a look at this. If let's say you give 10% of the total amount of money they're gonna pay, let's say $100. You give people 10% if they rent for 3 days. Right off the bat, that is not good, because your car, hopefully, is the cheapest anyway, so it's price competitive. The price is right. Hopefully the car is the cheapest. So if the car is the cheapest, you don't really have to give a ton of discount. Okay. So if people are renting for 3 days, I give them 2%. I think that's fair enough. If you're renting for 7 days plus, I give 4%. I think that's fair enough. If you're renting for 30 days plus, you get a 6% discount, and I think that's fair enough. But look at this. They recommend you give 30% just because someone is renting the car for 30 days more. If you give 30% of the money away, and Turo is also going to take like, I don't know how much it takes, 20% or so. So it took me a minute to search out how much they charge, but I still can't find a definite answer of what they charge. But let's just say an average of like 30%. I'll put it right here so you can see. But, I like to get sources directly from the company, and I can't find anything from the company. But what I can find on the internet is basically saying anywhere from 15 to 40%. Now, like I was saying, with giving discounts, you cannot really give too much discount because you got to pay fee to Turo. So, and it's at the same time, it's a car business. cars break down, you have to maintain them. You know, they also have requirement that you maintain the car. So there's only so much discount you can give. So stay tuned for at the end of this month when I do my Q1 investment updates, where I update you on my total investment. I did a video like that before. You can check those videos out, like right here. I'm gonna put it on the screen. You can check it out. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I hope you've learned a little bit about Turo on this video, and you know, you see realistically what's going on, how much you can make on Turo. So I'm looking forward to building this business up. You know, the target this year, you know, I'm looking to get maybe 5 to 10 cars. You know, so that's the goal. You know, I'll work hard towards getting that done. But yeah, that's it for this video. That's it for this video. I'm looking forward to doing the next part where I completely automate the text messaging system. You know, especially those crucial ones, the welcome message, the instructions on how to use the car, how to use the keypad. And if you guys notice, I've been doing a lot of little videos lately about the car. So I did 2 videos that is geared towards my Turo clients, so they can check out the car, how to operate the car and everything like that. I'm going to share that in the next video, so stay tuned for that. If you like this content, please subscribe. So yeah, if you like this video, if you like the content, please subscribe. Check out all the other things that I do on this channel. And for those of you guys that you're my regular subscribers, I will get back to my regular finance content in a little bit. There's a lot of stuff going on in the market that we need to talk about. I'll catch you guys up on that in my next dividend update. So that is pretty much it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Until next time, see you later. Love you all. Bye.